Since I was a kid, I always loved creating through drawing or through music, and afterwards through photography and videography. My Fujifilm camera has always helped me to do that, always helped me to create great pictures and videos. However, there are some limitations to what they can achieve, especially when it comes to filmmaking. So today I wanted to talk about the Blackmagic Video Assist 12G 5inch. That is for me the best tool that you can have for your Fujifilm camera to unlock its filmmaking potential. First of all, the display of the Fujifilm cameras, while being really good, is not enough when it comes to filmmaking. The fact that the size of the screen on those cameras are also pretty limited, right? And it's normal by design to keep it compact. So having an extra 5-inch display on your camera is, I think, a good compromise when it comes to portability, but also to usability. Some important features that are missing at the moment on Fujifilm cameras are monitoring tools. Of course, you have the focus peaking, but you don't have tools such as false colors, vectors, custom LUTs that you can directly input on your footage and be able to visualize whether or not you're exposed correctly for the end result that you have in mind. Now, the Video Assist allows you to do all that in pretty much this little body. And it's an extremely useful tool when you're trying to create videos on the go, whether you are a solo creator or you're working on sets. The navigation menu of Blackmagic is extremely easy to work with. And I've asked a lot of people around me what they felt about Blackmagic, right? And I think that the feedback overall is always the same. The menu is extremely intuitive and very easy to navigate, which is really important when you are doing a run and gun shot, right? You don't want to be lost in the menu and miss the moment that you're trying to shoot. Having something that easy, that clear is a huge plus when you're a solo creator like me, or when you are working as a team on a set. It is not only a monitor, but it's also an external recorder. It allows you to record in ProRes and Blackmagic RAW in various bit rates. And if you're like me and you're working in DaVinci Resolve, or if you're working in projects where they require this kind of workflow, this is a monitor that pretty much allows you to do everything you need, right? When you record in B-RAW or ProRes, you are outputting from the Blackmagic Video Assist to an SSD. Now, this is a little caveat that I found about this, the 5-inch version especially, is that the attach point of the Blackmagic Video Assist is really near the USB port, right? So if you have kind of a wide attach point, which is my case with a small rig top handle, the USB port is kind of covered. So I have to basically put my screen like upside down. Of course, the screen is going to work fine because it recognizes it and will compensate for that. The advantage of working with B-RAW compared to, let's say, ProRes or H.264 is you are now working with 12-bit colors instead of 10 bits, and you have a slightly increased dynamic range. Now, if you are working with B-RAW, it is slightly different from Fujifilm in a way that usually when you work with Fujifilm recording internally, you want to expose for your highlights. What I found with B-RAW is that you want to expose to make sure that you don't underexpose too much, because it is harder to recover the shadows. Now, second caveat when it comes to using the Blackmagic Video Assist, and that is not from the Video Assist itself, but that's from the Fujifilm X-H2S sensor. The X-H2S sensor does not have dual native ISO, meaning that when you work with B-RAW, you cannot change your ISO in post. So when you will, and unfortunately that is not something that I think can be fixed with a firmware update, because that's relative to the sensor itself. But I really wish that Fujifilm made a dual native ISO sensor in the X-H2S, or maybe I'm wrong, maybe there is a way to do that, maybe it's a true dual native ISO, but from what I discussed with the support of Blackmagic Design is that the Fujifilm X-H2S does not have dual native ISO, and this is why you cannot change at the moment. Maybe it will come in a firmware update, I do not know. At the moment you cannot change your ISO in post. Alright, so what is my opinion overall? For $795, you basically get a 5-inch monitor and external recorder that allows you to interface with an SSD, that allows you to input your input of your camera, but also output it to other monitors. That basically unlocks tons of potential when it comes to monitoring and making sure that you nail your exposure, your focus, and that makes it overall much more comfortable when it comes to filmmaking on the Fujifilm camera. I'm extremely pleased when it comes to the Video Assist 5-inch 12G from Blackmagic Design, and whenever I have a project now, whenever I'm even shooting one of those videos now, I mean not this one because I'm holding it in my hands, right? But whenever I'm shooting something, I will always add this monitor and this external recorder on my Fujifilm. Now, to be honest, I mostly use it as a monitor because the X-H2S can do ProRes internally, but if I need B-roll because of a requirement in workflow, I am able to do it and I would do it. In fact, I shot an entire commercial using the Blackmagic Video Assist in B-roll, and it definitely works. It's just that you have to make sure that you expose correctly because you don't have that ISO change in post. You still have access to your temperature, your tint, etc., but not the ISO. So overall, I'm extremely pleased about this product. I'm using it all the time now, and I really feel that it helped me unlock the creativity and the filmmaking potential of my Fujifilm camera. Thank you for watching today's video. Let me know if you have any question down in the comment. And if you've missed it, check out this video right here where I talk about the Fujifilm X-H2S and how I rig it using this little video assist here. See you there.